Welcome to the Pagan Perspective. My name is Angel and I am your Thursday Subs Week host. And today we're going to be talking about paganism and monotheism. Focus. Okay. Alright. I have a new camera and my spiritual space is a mess, so I apologize. I'm trying to get used to my camera. Anyways, the question is, hi, it came from somebody anonymous. First of all, there's no name. Hi, could you possibly do a video on paganism that believe in only one god or goddess or god, deity, spirit, and how it relates to the wheel of the year? I personally don't have a name for the god I worship. It just is God to me, but I also recognize and celebrate the Sabbats as they relate to the season. So, the first thing I want to say is what I always say about this path is very organic, and it's whatever works for you. So anybody new watching this video that is really not sure what is the right thing to do, there's really no right thing to do. It's whatever speaks to you. I know a lot of people that have come from strictly Christian backgrounds that some connect with just one deity and some connect with mostly the goddess because their Christian background was very male dominated godhead. And then I've known Catholics that have come into paganism that because of all the saints, they really they're comfortable with the concept of multiple gods and goddesses. So people come from different backgrounds and they bring with them whatever resonates with them, whatever speaks to them. So whatever works for you, there's no wrong or right about this. If you don't want to have a god or goddess that you honor and worship and you just want to honor or worship the all, then that's awesome. Edit out. Okay. As far as the wheel of the year is concerned, I don't necessarily think that gods and goddesses are deeply connected with the wheel of the year. I do honor multiple gods and goddesses throughout the wheel of the year, but it has a lot to do with the aspects and their characteristics. So I think that if you, let's just call the all a deity that encompasses all characteristics or all human feelings and emotions and characteristics. I keep saying that word, so we'll just go with it. And so if they're the all of everything, then throughout the wheel of the year, whatever season Sabbath that comes along that you feel those characteristics connect to, then you can honor just them. For instance, Yule for me is where I honor Demeter. And to me, it's about being reflective, going inward, kind of, taking a breather from the craziness of the year and kind of stepping back. I am so sorry. In bulk, I honor Bridget, and she is related to birth and compassion and inspiration. Astara, I honor Osiris. He's, to me, the epitome of resurrection, which is very connected with spring resurrecting, the greenery and animals are starting to, have their offspring. So I connect with that. And like Lammas, I connect with Luke, which is for me preparing and stocking. It's where you're getting ready to, for even mundane things, closing down your pool, getting ready to put away your lawn furniture or your deck furniture for the winter, and kind of getting out your winter clothes to get ready for the cold. Now, when you want to honor aspects of them, and these are just examples. You can do whatever speaks to you, obviously. For Demeter and Yule, if it's a reflective time and looking inward time, I tend to put a lot of mirrors or reflective surfaces. It's you know, I do tend to stare off into a mirror when I meditate sometimes, so I don't necessarily look at myself, if that makes sense. For Imbolc, it's, you know, birth of compassion, imagination. Maybe you can draw something or paint something and put it on your altar. It does inspire, it puts a creative flame in. You can, for Ostara, for Osiris resurrecting, you can always put like a bag, and in it you can put a list of your goals or your dream journal on your altar if you choose to have an altar. Beltane for me is Gaia in abundance, so I would put a basket of fruits and vegetables and that sort of thing. So it's not necessarily, you know, the god or goddess, but it's the characteristic that you associate with the wheel of the year and the change of the seasons. And ultimately, it's whatever connects you with that season. Maybe, you know, Ostara for you is, you know, the birth. Maybe that's when spring is springing and you want to honor that. That's whatever works for you. So I don't necessarily think that specific gods and goddesses connect with the wheel of the year, but their specific attributes do. And you can honor those throughout the wheel of the year. And even if you want to write a word, you know, creativity, and put it on a dream board instead of having an altar. You know, you can create a dream board. I knew a college student that couldn't have an altar in her dorm. Couldn't have candles and such like that. So she printed out pictures of things, you know, of a candle, of different things, and she put them in the areas of her dream board, which she had, and I'll show you in a second. She had one of those boards you put on the wall that you could stick things in, and she would build her altar on there, but it was in paper, and she would put words on it, creativity, love, abundance, you know, compassion, things like that. And that's what she did as her altar while she was in college. And sometimes words can be more powerful than even a symbol, whatever you connect to. So that's just my suggestions. I think that with everything, if you break it down to the basics, it can work for anybody, and you don't have to have a specific god or goddess. You don't even have to have God. You know, you can just look at the season, the wheel of the year, and, you know, maybe certain times of the year, maybe Imbolc is love, and you want to put hearts and red all over the place or what have you. It's awesome. And I wanted to let everybody know, if you do have any ideas of how to honor the wheel of the year and you don't want to do a video response, please leave them below, and even leave pictures if you can. I'm not sure if you can, but if you can, please do. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the feedback. I love hearing from you guys, and everybody has been so awesome. And yeah, so until next time, thank you so much for watching, and blessed be. Bye.